Good afternoon. Nancy was about to push that live button, knocked over her iced tea.
Again.
Again?
Did it once before.
What, down here?
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
I do.
But anyway, we're here regardless. It's National Nacho Day for anyone who's interested or cares. You probably have a bowl of nachos next to you. I don't, because I can't sing and eat nachos at the same time. I guess you all know the Phillies lost. Boo-hoo. But there's always next year. I'm going to start off today with a song that my grandfather used to sing to my father and my uncle and aunt when they were about to go to bed at night. And it's called the Whiz Fish Song. On a swaying branch of a rubber tree, 10,000 miles away, on the banks of the Hollow River, in far-off Paraguay, there sits a nervous monkey, his eyes with fear agleam, his tail a-dangling gently within the limpid stream. Just every 19 minutes, he jerks it through the air, the South American whizfish, a-dangling helpless there. But the bite of the hungry whizfish is tough on a tender tail, so as he sits a-fishing, you can hear that monkey wail. Oh, shades of Isaac Walton, was that another bite? If I didn't feel so hungry, I'd quit this job tonight. But I love the roasted whizfish, the bite drives me insane. But I did so wish to catch a fish, that I managed to stand the pain. Now one fine day, a yellowfish with a jaw 6 feet by 9, who chanced to happen nearby, seized hold of that monkey's line. He started down the river quite unconcernedly, while the monkey screamed and chattered and clung to that rubber tree. That tree stretched like the garter, 100 miles or so. Then the fish let go and the monkey flew like an arrow from a bow. They say he's still a-flying, and if you care to try, you can hear that monkey whimper as he whistles through the sky. Oh, shades of Isaac Walton, was that another bite? If I didn't feel so hungry, I quit this job tonight. But I love the roasted whizfish, the bite drives me insane, for I did so wish to catch a fish, that I managed to stand the pain. It's the Whizfish song. Don't know who wrote that. I've only come up with an author unknown on that. This song is a Carter family song, which of course may have been written by A.P. Carter.
Do you want to say hello to your friends?
Sure.
Marty Hudak.
Hi, Marty.
Ziggy.
Ziggy, how you doing?
George.
George McCoy.
Hillary Robinson.
Hi, Hillary.
And Janet Thompson.
Hi, Janet.
Barry, I think.
Yeah, welcome.
Carrie Dubert.
And Carrie from California. So we're going from Germany all the way over to California so far.
Evelyn Wallace Jenkins.
Hi, Evelyn. Look at a lot of people.
Did I say Lou Collins?
No, Lou Collins. Howdy.
And Phyllis Davis.
Hi, Phyllis. How you doing, Phyllis? This song is called Will You Miss Me? When death shall close these eyelids, and this heart shall cease to beat, and they lay me down to rest in some flowery bound retreat. when these lips shall never more press a kiss upon your brow. But like cold and still in death, would you love me then and now? Will you miss me? Will you miss me? Will you miss me? Will you miss me when I'm gone? And perhaps you'll plant a flower on my poor unworthy grave. Come and sit along beside me as the roses nod and wave. Will you miss me? Will you miss me? Will you miss me? Will you miss me when I'm gone? That's Will You Miss Me by the Carter Family.
Carol and Michael are watching,
Hi Carol and Mike, how you doing today?
and Laura Harden.
And Lara from California, welcome.
She said almost made it on time. Phyllis said, a beautiful day here in west central Ohio after the 50-mile-an-hour winds plus yesterday.
Oh jeez.
I think I will have nacho chips for a snack.
We're having some strange weather here too. It's going to be, what, 75 degrees here today? Something like that, yeah. It's strange weather. I guess used to call it Indian summer. I don't know if they still do or not, but
Indigenous Peoples Summer.
Indigenous Peoples Summer. Yeah. This next song was written by Ted Snyder with Bert Kalmar and Harry Ruby, and it's called Who's Sorry Now? Who's sorry now? Who's sorry now? Whose heart is aching or breaking each bound? Who's sad and blue? Who's crying too? Just like I cried over you. Right to the end, just like a friend. I tried to warn you somehow. You had your way, now you must pay. I'm glad that you're sorry now. Right to the end, just like a friend. tried to warn you somehow. You had your way, now you must pay. I'm glad that you're sorry now. Who's sorry now?
So Hillary said she hadn't been able to make it for the past few weeks, but she's here tonight and ready to sing along. Hillary, you should tune into the last week's concert. They did a lot of Irish fiddle tunes.
That's right, we did a jam session last week.
A lot of Irish tunes.
We got a lot of people that like that. I think we're gonna have to do it again.
Yeah.
Have another jam session with some more folks.
They're a good group.
This next song is a traditional song called the Worried Man Blues. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. I'm worried now, but I won't be worried long. I went across the river and I laid down to sleep. I went across the river and I laid down to sleep. I went across the river and I laid down to sleep. When I woke up, had shackles on my feet. 21 links of chain around my leg. 21 links of chain around my leg. 21 links of chain around my leg. 21, and on each link is an initial of my name. That's what happens when your mind wanders while you're singing a song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. I'm worried now, but I won't be worried long. I asked that judge what's gonna be my fine. I asked that judge what's gonna be my fine. I asked that judge what's gonna be my fine. 21 years on a Rocky Mountain line. The train arrived 16 coaches long. The train arrived 16 coaches long. The train arrived 16 coaches long. The girl I love, she's on that train and gone. I looked down the track as far as I could see. I looked down that track as far as I could see. I looked down that track as far as I could see. A little bitty hand was waving after me. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. I'm worried now, but I won't be worried long. 21 years to pay my awful crime. 21 years to pay my awful crime. 21 years to pay my awful crime. 21 years, I still got 99. If anybody asks you, well, who made up this song? If anybody asks you, well, who made up this song? If anybody asks you, well, who made up this song? It's almost me, the gun is ironed on. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. I'm worried now, I won't be worried long. Worried Man Blues.
Okay, we have some more people watching.
People watching, all right.
Yeah, Jennifer Beatty.
Hi,
watching.
Jennifer.
Jim Taylor.
Jennifer from Scotland, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, Jim Taylor from Phoenixville.
Yeah.
We know him from The Y.
Is he married to Roseanne Taylor? They were at the Forge Theater.
I don't know.
Okay.
You can always comment on that.
Yeah. And Catherine McKinty.
Hey, Catherine, welcome. Here's another song by A.P. Carter, and it's called You Are My Flower. The grass is just as green, the sky is just as blue. The day is just as bright, the birds are singing too. You are my flower that's blooming in the mountains so high. You are my flower that's blooming there for me. The air is just as pure, the sunlight just as free. And nature seems to say it's all for you and me. You are my flower that's blooming in the mountains so high. You are my flower that's blooming there for me. When summertime is gone and snow begins to fall, you can sing the song and say you want it all. You are my flower that's blooming in the mountains so high. You are my flower that's blooming there for me. So wear a happy smile and bloom while life will be worthwhile. Forget the tears, but don't forget to smile. You are my flower that's blooming in the mountains so high. You are my flower that's blooming there for me.
So,
Yeah, I really like that song.
yeah. Lee English is with you. Oh, I forgot to tell you.
Welcome, Lee. Lee, how you doing?
George said you have some lyrics for Worried Man Blues that I hadn't heard before.
Huh, I'd be happy to send them to you if you want them, George.
And Lee said it's 75 up here today, shorts weather.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're having the same thing here, Lee. Very unusual.
Mm.
At least for this time of year, it's unusual. This next song is a song that I wrote, and it was written as a class assignment when I was taking a class of John McCutcheon down at the Augusta Heritage Arts workshops, and we had to. Everyone had to put his name into a hat, and then we picked out a name, and we had to write a song about that person. And I pulled out the name of this young fellow. And after dinner, I got together with him and we sat and talked, and I found out that he was there because he didn't know what he was doing with his life. He didn't know where he was going. He didn't know where he'd been. He didn't know anything. He was just kind of a lost soul at the time. And so this song came out of that conversation, and it's called You Don't Have to Know. You don't have to know where you're going. You don't have to know where you've been. You don't have to know where you're sleeping tonight, or which town you'll be sleeping in. There's no secret known for a rich life, no answer for what's bad or good. You just have to know when it's your time to go that you've done the best that you could. You just have to know there are answers to questions that you'll never find. And just knowing this should be all that you need to live with a satisfied mind. There's no secret known for a rich life, no answer for what's bad or good. You just have to know when it's your time to go that you've done the best that you could. You don't have to know what's the right choice. You have every right to be wrong. And when things get tough and the roads all seem blocked, just remember the words of the song. There's no secret known for a rich life, no answer for what's bad or good. You just have to know when it's your time to go that you've done the best that you could. You just have to know when it's your time to go that you've done the best that you could.
So George said, yes, please, on Worried Man Blues.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure what he meant.
He wants the words that I have to that. So would you make a note for me to remember to send him a PDF of that?
Okay.
Yeah. The fellow I wrote that song for went on to get married, have a family, record a CD with his wife, and I guess things went well in the end after all.
Marie H.W. is watching.
Hi, Marie, in Western Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm. Or Italy.
No, Marie H.W. is in Western Massachusetts.
Isn't she the one that went to Italy?
She may have, I don't know.
Yeah.
I last saw Marie at the Mount Laurel Auto Harp Gathering.
Mm.
This next song is a song by Gene Ritchie, the incredible dulcimer player, but also wrote wonderful songs. And this one is called Sweet Sorrow in the Wind. I hear the soft wind sighing in every bush and tree, the sound of my heart crying when you're away from me. When we're apart, my darling, there's sorrow in the wind. When we're apart, my darling, sweet sorrow in the wind. You leave me in the morning, your footsteps fade away. Though not a leaf is stirring, I hear the wind all day. When we're apart, my darling, pretty song by Gene Ritchie.
Mm-hmm.
Got my Pappy Sassafras tea.
You got a heart on that one.
We got some chrysanthemums out of the garden today. They're looking perky.
Carrie said, nice. I didn't know she had written songs.
Oh yeah, Gene Ritchie was quite a songwriter.
Mm.
This next song is by a fellow named Robert Sauer, and it's called When It's Springtime in the Rockies. The twilight shadows deepen into night dew. The city lights are gleaming o'er the snow. I sit alone beside the cheery fireside. I'm dreaming dreams of out long ago. I fancy it is springtime in the mountains. The flowers with their colors are aflame. And every day I hear you softly saying, I'll wait until the springtime comes again. In the springtime in the Rockies, I'll be coming back to you. Real sweetheart of the mountain, with your bonny eyes of blue. Once again I'll say I love you, while the birds sing all the day. In the springtime in the Rockies far away. I've kept your image guarded in my heart, dear. I've kept my love for you as pure as dew. I'm longing for the time when I shall come, dear, back to my dear old western home and you. I fancy it is springtime in the mountains. The aspen leaves her first time reappear. I hear you softly say, my queen of Maytime, the springtime you will come to meet me here. In the springtime in the Rockies, I'll be coming back to you. Little sweetheart of the mountains, with your bonny eyes of blue. Once again I'll say I love you, while the birds sing all the day. For the springtime in the Rockies far away. For the springtime in the Rockies far away. When it's springtime in the Rockies.
So, Virginia Turnbull has joined us.
Hi Virginia, how you doing?
And Pat Loomis.
Pat, how are you there in Arizona?
Russ Rentler said, sounds good as usual.
Thank you, Russ. It was fun having you here last week.
Yeah, it
Great
was.
time.
And Brian Patrick McGranahan is watching.
He is.
Yeah,
Well, son of a gun.
yeah, he's slumming, taking a break from the oratorio music
Oh,
he
really?
usually
He's
plays.
practicing for his concerts. Huh?
Yeah.
This next song is a song that's written by Graham Nash, and I'm sure you'll recognize this. It's called Teach Your Children. You who are on the must have a code that you can live by, and so become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. Teach your children well, their father's hell just slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they fix, the one you'll know by. Don't you ever ask them why, if they told you you will cry, just look at them inside and know they love you. And you of tender years can't know the fears that your elders grew by, and so please help them with your youth. They seek the truth before they can die, and teach your parents well, their children's hell will slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they fix, the ones you'll know by. Don't you ever ask them why, if they told you you will cry, just look at them inside and know they love you. Teach Your Children by Graham Nash. Song from our youth, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This next song was written by Red Stewart and Pee Wee King, and it's called The Tennessee Waltz. I was dancing with my darling to the Tennessee Waltz when an old friend I happened to see. I introduced him to my loved one, and while they were dancing, my friend stole my sweetheart from me. I remember the night and the Tennessee Waltz. Now I know just how much I have lost. Yes, I lost my little darling the night they were playing the beautiful Tennessee Waltz. dancing with my darling to the Tennessee waltz when an old friend I happened to see. I introduced him to my loved one, and while they were dancing, my friend stole my sweetheart from me. I remember the night and the Tennessee waltz. Now I know just how much I have lost. Yes, I lost my little darling the night they were playing the beautiful Tennessee waltz. The beautiful Tennessee waltz. The Tennessee waltz.
Jim Taylor says, waltzes are a wonderful step 2, 3, turn 2, 3. And Terry McGrath said, the Tennessee waltz, one of my favorites.
Thank you, Terry. This next song is another traditional song. We don't know who wrote it. It's called Down in the Arkansas. When I was a little lad down in the Arkansas, my ma got married to my dad down in the Arkansas. Grandpa up and fussed a while down in the Arkansas. Little grandma said it's latest style down in the Arkansas. Down in the Arkan, down in the Arkan, down in the Arkansas. Prettiest gal I ever saw was down in the Arkansas. There was a wedding on our street down in the Arkansas. A girl named Oates and a boy named Wheat down in the Arkansas. The guests all sang in a major key down in the Arkansas. They sang, what will the harvest be down in the Arkansas? Down in the Arkan, down in the Arkan, down in the Arkansas. Prettiest gal I ever saw was down in the Arkansas. I knew a man, his name was Jack, down in the Arkansas. He had a hog named Razorback, down in the Arkansas. The strangest thing I ever heard down in the Arkansas. He used that hog to shave his beard, down in the Arkansas. Down in the Arkan, down in the Arkan, down in the Arkansas. Prettiest gal I ever saw was down in the Arkansas. I had a cow, she slobbered bad, down in the Arkansas. I took her to my old granddad, down in the Arkansas. I asked her what to do with it, down in the Arkansas. He said, I'd teach that cow to spit, down in the Arkansas. Down in the Arkan, down in the Arkan, down in the Arkansas. Prettiest gal I ever saw was down in the Arkansas. Down in the Arkan, down in the Arkan, down in the Arkansas. Prettiest gal I ever saw was down in the Arkansas. Down in the Arkansas.
Bob Hale is watching.
Hey Bob, how you doing? Bob from Sussex, England, I think it
Oh,
is.
is he? Oh, cool.
Yeah. You can always correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's Sussex. Where are we going next? We're going to go to a song by Jimmy Davis and Echo Whalen and Lee Blastic called There's a New Moon Over My Shoulder. There's a new moon over my shoulder, and an old love still in my heart. I remember now that I'm older what you told me the day we had to part. You promised with the new moon you'd be coming back to me, But many moons have passed since then, I'm waiting patiently. There's a new moon over my shoulder, and an old love still in my heart. There's a new moon over my shoulder, and an old love still in my heart. Now I'm wishing I had been older, then perhaps we would not be so far apart. You promised you would write me, but so far not a line. But still I'll wait and make believe that someday you'll be mine. There's a new moon over my shoulder, and an old love still in my heart, and an old love still in my heart. I know you like that song because Kathy Hollingsworth does it, right?
Yeah,
No, Eddie.
Eddie Ogle
Eddie Ogle, yeah.
did a different verse.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, we were going on a cattle drive.
You know, he made up a verse and it didn't rhyme.
Right.
Yeah. Where are we going now? We're going to another traditional song. And this is called "Wayfaring Stranger." I'm just a poor wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world below. There's no sickness, no toil, no danger in that bright land to which I go. I'm going there to see my Father and all my loved ones who've gone on. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. I know dark clouds will gather around me. I know my way is hard and steep, but beauteous fields arise before me, where God's redeemed their virgins keep. I'm going there to see my mother. She said she'd meet me when I come, so I'm just going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. That's the Wayfaring Stranger.
Gina Prince Woods shared your video.
Thanks for sharing, Gina. I hope your friends enjoy the music too.
You got a heart.
This next song does not have an author as well. I do know that it was sung by Homer and Jethro. And it's called "They Laid 'Em in the Ground." They laid 'em in the ground, they laid 'em in the ground. One more there and one less here, they laid 'em in the ground. Once I had an old tomcat, he warbled like Caruso. A neighbor swung a baseball bat, now Thomas doesn't do so. They laid 'em in the ground, they laid 'em Now Uncle Ivan learned to fly a plane up in the air. His parachute was full of holes, but Ivan didn't care. They laid him in the ground, they laid him in the ground. One more there and one less here, they laid him in the ground. A man stood on a diving board, he made a monstrous leap. He didn't know the water there was only 1 foot deep. They laid him in the ground, they laid him in the ground. One more there and one less here, they laid him in the ground. A luckless man picked up a gun, said, gee, it isn't loaded. You can see the daylight through his head as soon as it exploded. They laid him in the ground, they laid him in the ground. One more there and one less here, they laid him in the ground. A man thought he would show them how he'd fed an alligator. They watched the beast digest that man about a minute later. They laid him in the ground, they laid him in the ground. One more there and one less here, they laid him in the ground. They laid him in the ground, they laid him in the ground. One more there and one less here, they laid him in the ground. That's they laid him in the ground.
Who else does that? Not orchard grass. Country ham?
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear
Jimmy
Carl
Pike.
singing that.
Carl.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, country ham.
Yeah.
Carl and Judy Packer. That's who it is. This next song was written by a fellow named Dale Markin. And it's called Waltzing with Bears. Get the right on a heart for this. My Uncle Walter's not right in the head. He's been that way all his life, Mother said. It's not that he's violent or falls down the stairs. It's that he goes waltzing with bears. He goes wall, 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 waltzing with bears. Raggy bears, shaggy bears, baggy bears too. There's nothing on earth Uncle Walter won't do, so he can go waltzing, wall, 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 waltzing, so he can go waltzing with bears. I went to his room in the middle of the night. I tiptoed inside and turned on the light, but to my dismay he was nowhere in sight. Well, sure, Uncle Walter goes waltzing at night. I gave Uncle Walter a new coat to wear, and when he comes in it's all covered with hair. And lately I've noticed several new tears. I'm sure Uncle Walter goes waltzing with bears. He goes waltzing, wall, 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 waltzing with bears. Raggy bears, shaggy bears, baggy bears too. There's nothing on earth Uncle Walter won't do, so he can go waltzing, wall, 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 waltzing, so he can go waltzing with bears. We told Uncle Walter that he should be good and do all the waltzing, waltzing, so he can go waltzing with her. My Aunt Matilda was mad as could be. Walter, that rat, never waltzes with me. So she took her fur coat and remodeled it so, and now she goes waltzing and Walter won't know. That night when the blues rose, we kept down the stairs. He took us to dance where the bears had their lairs. We danced in a bear hug when Mary of care. It all feels like flying and there's no denying. And now my pajamas are covered with hair. He goes waltzing with bears. Raggy bears, shaggy bears, baggy bears too. There's nothing on earth Uncle Walter will do. So he can go waltzing, waltzing. So he can go waltzing and waltzing with bears.
It's a funny song.
Good old Uncle Walter. We all have that one strange person in our family.
At least.
At least one strange person in our family. I think I'm the one in my family, actually. Okay, this next song was written by a fellow named Bob Thiel and George Weiss, and it's called "What a Wonderful World." I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow are so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow are so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Beautiful.
Oh, I can't believe another hour has gone by so quickly. I want to thank all of you who have joined me today. I hope you have enjoyed the music and the time that we've had together. If you can, I'd always appreciate it if you can drop something in my virtual tip jar at either PayPal or Venmo. You just put in my email address, ivan.autoharp@gmail.com, and a little bit of you can be on its way to me, and I very much appreciate all that you do. Thank you very much. And with that, Nancy and I are going to leave you with this, as we always do. Hope you have a good week. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you, smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you, till we meet again. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you, smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you, till we meet again. Happy trails to you, till we meet again. Take care. Have a good week. We'll
Goodbye,
see you next
everybody.
Sunday.